Hi, we're here with Paula Bisson. She is our Registrar of Cultural History, and she's going to tell us about her favorite object.
Hey there! I'm cheating a bit because I actually have two favorite objects to talk about today. These are lesser prairie chickens, and they are created by Edward Marshall Behm of Trenton, New Jersey in about 1962. Edward Marshall Behm was a self-taught sculptor and ceramist, and he had his studio established in Trenton in around 1950. Also, his home in Trenton, he had a lot of birds, and using those birds as inspiration, he created hundreds of these amazingly detailed bird sculptures. Now, the reason why these birds are my favorite is because I've never heard of them before. The lesser prairie chicken is pretty cool in the way it looks, especially the male. So for example, during mating season, the male lesser prairie chicken lifts up his neck feathers, revealing these puffy pink sacs. So these are actually feathers from his neck. They're not horns, although they look like it. And he starts making this really cool, fun call to attract the ladies. And not only that, he starts to take his little feet and he starts pounding them really, 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 really fast. And he starts to take his feathers and plumage and just making it really, really big, displaying for the females to show that he's the better guy out of all the other male lesser prairie chickens. Then, of course, when the females leave, the males' feathers come back down, all their color everything calms down for the male, and they pretty much look similar to the female bird. The difference between the male and the female birds here, it's usually with a lot of other birds, is that the females are a little bit smaller and the males are a little bit brighter in color. Now, the lesser prairie chicken is located in the United States from, say, Colorado to Texas. Their habitat is low grasses, arid plains. They like to eat like little seeds and little insects. But unfortunately, within the last couple years, their populations have begun to decline, and that is because their habitat is being turned into farmland and also energy, from the solar energy to wind energy. But last year, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has proposed to list the lesser prairie chicken as threatened up in the north and then in the south as endangered. So hopefully within the next couple years, we will be able to see their populations rebound in the wild. But in the meantime, you can always come to the New Jersey State Museum and see Edward Marshall Behm's version of the lesser prairie chickens.